Hello everyone, Morp here, and welcome to my guide on how to unlock the Encryptid event. This is going to be the best way for you to farm legendary cores in the game. It is going to be a little bit pricey, and we will go over that in the guide. And it's all going to start here in Lewisburg at Van Lowe Taxidermy. And from here, you can click on this poster, Sheep Squatch Ate My Brother. You can also get it at train stations, and we're going to cover that in just a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoy this guide, and I hope it gets you massive amounts of legendary cores. You can go to any train station. I'm here down in the Lewisburg train station, and on the bulletin board you'll see Sheep Squatch Ate My Brother. You'll click on that, and it will open up a side quest for you called Lowe-Down. You can also just travel here directly and go directly to the Van Lowe Taxidermy. There is a poster on the front door for you to start the quest as well. Get right here. You can click that to start the quest. And we're going to go inside here. Alright, from inside here, the quest marker will show us basically where to go. So we're going to get the wanted Sheep Squatch. There are going to be several things that we're going to be picking up. To open up this thing here, there's a little button over behind the counter. Go ahead and click on that. On the bone, which we will need here in a little bit. Some other stuff which you can read. Going to make our way upstairs. Doesn't really matter what order you do on in this first little part. That bone we will use a little bit later to further advance the quest. Got some clues here. And I do suggest if you have multiple quest up in your quest log, if you make sure that only the Lowe-Down is active at all, the little markers will guide you much better. Wolf. I doubt you could basically go in and clear the entire place out. Stuff. Actually, one more clue that we need. Okay. Click on these. We'll start some other things, quests in there, unsolved stuff. You're gonna go ahead and turn those off for now. Make your quest markers. Show those side things. Those are not needed to do this, so skip those. Alright. We have one more clue, and we're going to go downstairs actually to do that before we open up next part here. I'm going to take that bone that we got. We're going to go downstairs. Put this bone in the mouth of this mounted wolf head. Once we place the bone, we'll open up this and we're going to get Calvin's security code we're going to use upstairs. Once you're in the terminal, you will open this with the code that we just got downstairs. Click on Research Project here. Looking for where Calvin went next, so kind of glaring us in the face here. We're going to download coordinates. Will take us to the next section of our quest, which is Baa Baa Black Sheep. Make our way out here. Go. Cover the location. So when leaving Luxembourg, if you have not gained access to Bastion Park, I'm gonna go way over. Made our way to Bastion Park. I'm in here. There will be a few bugs kind of around here to kill. Clear them quickly. From in here, we're going to have a few items that are on the ground. We're going to have this note, crime scene notes. Leather bag with the letter to Bo Beep. Another note right here. Look at Bo Beep's note to Calvin. Once we got those completed, it will take us to the next stage of our quest. Go and investigate Saul's grinders, which is going to be over in Beckley, to the far west past Welsh, and on the other end of Ash Heap, here at the bottom of the map. Now that we've made our way here to Beckley, I'm going to come over here to Saul's grinders. There will be some enemies in here. Killed me quite a few times. Where are we? One more. In here. Kill the enemies. There will be some more upstairs as well. Also going to be looking for clues. There's going to be Wolf's message to Bo Beep here. Be one on top of cigarette machine here. The third clue is in the computer. Here, this terminal. From here, we're going to go to the next part of the mission, just to find the patrol car. So we're going to be going back to Lewisburg. Alright, once we make our way back to Lewisburg, we're going to be looking for a patrol car. Right on the other side of the town over here. In this patrol car, we're looking for this bag here, Klein's notes. Grab that and give us some information. Go to the back of his house, right here. Bodies. We can grab this, the note part 2 from here. And there's also in this cooler. Got to examine the scene here. From this cooler, go ahead and click this, take that, and that's going to guide us to the next thing that we got to do, right on the other side of the town here in Lewisburg. We're way up here. Do not have access to a jetpack. Marsupial. And make your way up through the staircase, right around here and back. I lied. One. From here, your way over. You can follow the right here, the quest marker. Get you your instructions and the card. So we're going to take this and we're going to go back down the stairs, go back inside here. Now that we've made our way inside, we're going to be making our way down to the basement to discover the secrets in the basement. From in here, you will be triggered to discover secrets from the note here, the note from Mom, and the clues are actually in here. If you could see, it says wash your whites separately. Remember things, and you have to do them on delicate and with low heat, and make sure to check the date for laundry. So we are gonna set the dryer to low heat. We're gonna set the washer to delicates. And then to check the date, if you see now that we've done that, we can press a button here. It's actually gonna be key to a secret door back here. We're gonna make our way in. Now we have another little search for some clues. Look around, you'll see there's one here. Maybe another one here. And one in the tool chest. From here, we're going to go to the computer, the terminal. Read the session log. Our last clue. You can listen to the behavioral reprogramming holotape that we just got. Now that we've listened to that, you can listen to it if you like. Otherwise, it's going to give you access to the status report. And we're going to do our final one. That will be unlocked after listening to it. And then we're going to download coordinates. Will send us to the next section, which is the Garahan Estate. Garahan Estate. Fast travel there now. Once we arrive at Garahan Estate, on the map here at the bottom of Ash Heap, I'm going to be trying to get access to the elevator to go upstairs. To do so, we're going to have to activate a card. Card reader. We don't have the correct code. So we are going to read this note. Can't find the key card. I'm going to take that. That will open up next thingy. Baa. You see the card reader. You will on your map. It will actually be sending you down to the Garahan mining headquarters. Find a card. I'm gonna head over there now. Careful, there are some robots here and damage to you. We're on our way down here. Head inside. Once we're inside here, we're gonna make our way to this office. Once we find the key card, now make our way over to Garahan Estate. And we have our key card. Put it in the card reader. Able to make our way up top. Wrong floor. Up to the top floor. From here, we make our way up to the area. Stairs going up here. Further make our way up. Here we are gonna click on the terminal. Or just check in. Here we go. And from here, we are going to click on trunk here, which will complete the quest. Now we are going, now that we have done this, we will now have a new quest, actually to start the event, Encryptid. Here, under miscellaneous. From here, we're going to be going to the Pylon Alpha ambush site here, and this will be the location of the event Encryptid. Once you arrive at the pylon ambush site here, see some dudes to kill. So from in here, you're going to be clicking on the terminal. I'm not actually going to use the card right now, but you would click on Unlock Recall System, which will use the card and start the event. Make sure that when you do get to this position that you are ready for the fight. This will engage the actual encrypted event, and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, once you have completed the prior quest, it will unlock the ability for you to craft the Assaultron Recall cards under quest items. Now if you see in here, Assaultron Recall cards, this is the item that you're going to be using to start the event, and it's going to require 3 copper, 1 rubber, 1 stable fluorescent flux, and 2 steel, plus the recall keyboard or keycard circuit board. And I'm going to show you the way that I buy these, and I utilize the White Springs Mall, the north entrance here. Click on White Springs North entrance. You can fast travel into the mall, and in here there are 5 vendors that are going to sell the cards to you. So when I am going to be trying to get rid of caps and get my guy ready for some encrypted farming at a later time, this is where I go to spend all the caps and buy all the cards. And make sure that you have your charisma or your special stats above 25. Now if you see right here, I'm only at 16, and there are many ways to get it up. If you are bloodied and you have your health low, and you have a full set of unyielding gear, that will get you up to 24. It gets me up to 24, I should say, because my special stats are only 4 here, but I have strength in numbers, which I will join a team, which will get me a little bit more. If I join a casual team, it'll pop me up to 24, but if instead of doing a casual team, if I set it to a role-playing team, I will, even if I'm alone, I'll get 1 extra charisma point, which will get me to the 25, and that is with my particular setup of 15. I'm getting 15 for the full set of unyielding armor. I'm getting plus 3 charisma for each of those. So I'm getting 15 from there. I'm getting 1 from being in here in the role-playing team. I am also, these have luck on them, or excuse me, charisma. I am getting 3 points from my shielded casual under armor, 3 charisma there, and my mutations, probably getting some from mutations. There are, you can also, if you have in the charisma thing, if you have extra points, you have the card, you can utilize, where are we at? Utilize the, there we go, there we go. You can turn on the hard bargain if you have this maxed out. That'll give you an additional 9 charisma. You can also join a team if you have magnetic personality. If you have this maxed out, it'll give you 2 charisma for each person in the team. So even if you just join a regular casual team, you'll get a bunch. So it's pretty easy to get your charisma to 25. If not, there's also, I believe it's grape mentats. You pop that to get an extra 5 charisma. So many ways you could do it. But once you get into here, you're gonna go, you can see these vendors that have the sign. These are the reputation vendors. There's 1 here, 1 over here, 1 over here, and there's, can't really see it from here, but there's 2 down the hall. You're gonna go into here, and make sure that before you're gonna go and spend a lot of caps here, have a lot of stuff ready to sell. Because every time that you buy something from the vendor, see now he has 91 caps available. Once I spend the 1750 caps, like a good amount got put back into his inventory. See, once I buy 3 of these, vault card. Once I buy this third one, I'm gonna put my caps up to 1400. Oh, actually, it went over just a little bit. So at this point is when I would go and sell back all the stuff that I want to get rid of, such as grenades or extra food and stuff. But I'm actually gonna load on my alt. I'm gonna go grab some stuff to sell back to the vendor, because you definitely want that additional extra caps there. Because if you do this, and if you, let's say I'm gonna go and buy 10 cards, you can get a couple of cards free basically just for selling the stuff. Not free, but you'll get a return. Get rid of this rat away here for the stuff that I'm not going to be using. 50 of those maybe. So we got some stuff sold. Then go to this vendor over here. Miscellaneous. Cards. Okay. Last one. Miscellaneous. On recall card. And a little side note, once you are in here, this vendor does have a chance to have this bat be a rare color of pink, indigo, and yellow. Every time you can go and check that one, but the main vendor that you want to check in here is the black powder vendor, and this is the raider vendor. When they sell weapons, they sell 6 of them, so there's 6 meat hooks, 6 assault rifles, and this will vary depending on your server hops. There's a chance that there'll be baseball bats, and there'll be an additional chance that when you come here, they'll all have different mods like chain raptor, sharp, and all that stuff, and the super rare chance of one of those being a pink, indigo, or yellow. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Anyhow, so when you come here, I'm going to go over to the crafting station, click on craft, go down to quest items, the Assaultron cards. So to make 5 of these, it'll take 10 steel, 15 copper, 5 rubber, 5 of the fluorescent stable flux, and the 5 cards that I had just bought. And now you will find these over in your miscellaneous tab under keyring. And so now I have 6 encrypted events that I can go and spawn, and I can go to one server, I can summon the event, and on that server the event will be locked for a few hours, and all I need to do is just server hop to another server and I can do it again. And I highly suggest that you have a group of friends with you, and they can just follow you along. And every time you summon it, you can, if you have a good group with you, you can knock them out in like 3 or 4 minutes per server. And if you save up your extra caps and buy the Assaultron cards over and over, I typically wait, every couple months, and I'll run them on my alts once they get their modules up, the hundreds and hundreds or whatever, and that's how I get cores on my alts. Thank you everyone for watching this, and please click the link at the end of this video for a tutorial on how to do the encrypted event. I hope you guys get a bunch of cores and you get a good experience farming all this stuff. And thank you guys for clicking like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell for more Fallout 76 content. And I will see you guys out there in the wasteland.